Now, busy, some huge deals on the verge of happening, it seems. Let's start with the major one of the day from the last few minutes. Manchester City, as Jamie mentioned, will pay a world record fee for a defender after they agreed a price this morning in excess of £50 million with Tottenham for this man, Kyle Walker. That's according to Sky Sports News HQ. He's been linked throughout the summer with a move to the Etihad, and this one is moving ever closer. We'll be across this as soon as it's confirmed. But Manchester City aren't ending their spending there. Let's get back to the home screen and pick up on a player they're bringing in from the continent. City are understood to be close to finalising a deal for Monaco left-back Benjamin Mendy. Monaco value the player at more than £50 million and were not willing to sell unless they receive what they called an exceptional offer. City are thought to have been bidding nearer to £40 million. We're told, though, that significant progress has been made in negotiations between the clubs in the last 24 hours, and a deal could be agreed before the end of the week. As I say, it's a day of huge deals. Let's get back to the home screen once again. One we brought you just earlier this morning, actually. Sky sources telling us that Everton have had a bid in the region of £40 million rejected by Swansea for midfielder Gylfi Sigurdsson. The club announced via social media that the player has not travelled on the pre-season tour to the US today, as he's not, in their words, in the right frame of mind. Swansea are holding out for a potential buyer to meet their £50 million valuation, which they believe could be met with the inclusion of add-ons in any deal. Let's get back to the homepage again, and a deal potentially for this man. Sky sources telling us that Monaco have agreed a £40 million fee with Chelsea for midfielder Timuri Bakayoko. The deal has yet to be signed, but this week the player is expected to have a medical, which has been delayed slightly, actually, due to a knee injury at the end of last season suffered by the player. Sources in France say Manchester United were interested in signing him, but this was denied by club insiders. Of course, many of these deals have knock-on effects for other players at other clubs, and indeed players at the club that they're going to. We're told Nemanja Matic is still, though, an option for Manchester United that they're considering, but Chelsea are expected to be reluctant to let him leave for Old Trafford after what happened with Romelu Lukaku. And Manchester United are involved in this one as well. It's been in the offing for what seems like a few weeks now. The agent, though, of Ivan Perisic met Inter for talks yesterday. The left-sided player wants to move to Manchester United, but there's no agreement between the clubs in place as yet. Now, busy, some huge deals on the verge of happening, it seems. Let's start with the major one of the day from the last few minutes. Manchester City, as Jamie mentioned, will pay a world record fee for a defender after they agreed a price this morning in excess of £50 million with Tottenham for this man, Kyle Walker. That's according to Sky Sports News HQ. He's been linked throughout the summer with a move to the Etihad, and this one is moving ever closer. We'll be across this as soon as it's confirmed. But Manchester City aren't ending